Hey Rob, my name's Tony. I'm with Groove Web Services. We're right down here in Lakewood Ranch. I reached out to you guys earlier today, spoke with Sonia, and let her know that I wanted to shoot you guys over this video. She was nice enough to give me your name and this email address to do that. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about was just a couple of tips on how you can increase your online presence in a way that'll actually help you generate a little bit more business online, or with your website, I should say. Be about 6 to 8 minutes long. I do this for free. The only thing I ask is if you guys find any value in the video, shoot me a reply to the email. Let me know what you thought. The feedback is helpful for me. I want to compare your website to a couple of your main competitors there in the Orlando area and go over some of Google's main ranking factors. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to look up roofing repair Orlando. This is searched about 250 times in the Orlando area. At the top, you're going to get your paid ads, as always, Google guaranteed ads. Good way to get your phone ringing real quick if you need to. Below that is what I want to talk about, though. This is the map pack. So this real estate on Google is very valuable. About 70% of the searches that come through here end up calling or clicking one of these top three Google listings. So getting up here is important for a company that's looking to grow. The way to get yourself here is through something called a citation. Citations are just your company name, address, phone number, and website listed out on directory sites around the web. Sites like Yellow Pages, Yelp, Angie's List, Thumbtack, those types of things. You can get a list of these things by just Googling citation websites. If you can add your company to 10 to 20 of those a week for some number of weeks over time, your Google listing will rise in the rankings here. Make sure you're consistent with the way you put your data in on those sites, though. Your address needs to be exactly the same, for example. Below that is what we call the organic results. The way you get ranked high here is something called backlinks. Backlinks is nothing more than your website URL in a clickable format out on another website. Where that URL, the website that URL lives on, is really important. You don't want to be on some kind of spam site. If at all possible, you want to be on a niche relevant site. So maybe a home improvement blog or home improvement website of some sort would be an example of a good website to get a backlink from. One way to get those kind of backlinks, by the way, is to provide content to the webmasters. So oftentimes you can find their email on the website, on the blog. You can email them, offer them an article you wrote yourself. Oftentimes they'll give you a link back to your website, which would be considered or would be a backlink. The third thing I wanted to talk about is content. So I'm actually going to drill into Janie, who's the first actual roofer here in the list, and then Gold Key. I want to go over content. Content is just the words and images on your homepage, and we suggest having 1,500 to 2,000 words of content. Google really values well-written, authoritative content on websites. It wants to give its users the best possible experience. When I look at your website, there's very little content. You've got some nice images, and I mean, it's a pretty looking site, but obviously looking through here, there's not a lot of words at all. That's going to make it very hard for you to get the keywords on the home page that people are going to search for when it comes to roofing services in your area. Let's compare that to Gold Key Roofing. They've got a COVID-19 announcement. Orlando's best roofing company, that would be considered a keyword or key phrase. You got a bunch of content here. This is room for you to stick keywords in. Why us, some videos, and a little bit more. So not nowhere close to 1,500, but doing better than your site is doing. Here's an example of an actual keyword: Orlando roofer. Orlando roofing services. They've got some content here, some images, some more images, video, some reviews. This is a good way to get content on your website, by the way. And that's about it. So neither of them are doing super great in the content when it comes to content, but they're beating you out. If you were to get up to 1,500 words on your site, you're going to beat them both out. I just copied Janie's URL. This product Ahrefs gives us a rough estimate of what Google knows about a website. I'm actually going to pull that part of this off. So Janney Roofing has about 1,300 of those backlinks we talked about earlier, over 384 websites. They're getting found for about 1,800 keywords. That's getting them approximately 1,100 clicks a month. I'm going to put this URL fully back. They were actually being found for a back page, by the way, so that's why I'm drilling into the keywords on this back page, because they'll be very specific to Orlando. So what we were searching for up here was this keyword, roofing repair Orlando. So niche city, 250 searches a month approximately. They're in position 3. They're getting 37 clicks a month for that keyword. Roofing Orlando, 200 searches. They're in position 2. This says 187. I think there's a bug here. This should be 40 because that's 20% when you're in position 2. So on and so forth. These are all variations on a theme for these Orlando keywords. These are what you want to have on your homepage in some way. Let's say that these guys were actually getting half of this organic traffic a month, so 300. If they close 10% of that business, that's 30 new roofs a month. For free traffic, that's awesome. Let's take a peek at what you guys are getting. So 86 backlinks over 22 domains, 19 keywords, 8 clicks. So the keywords here, yes, what I figured, your company name is what you're being found for the most part. Orlando General Contractors, 100 searches, you're on page 6. I don't even see anything related to roofing. So if you want to be found for roofing, that is something commercial roofing, residential and commercial roofing. You got to get those keywords on your homepage, or else you're just never going to get any traction. And your website looks good, but it's just sitting out there looking pretty and not really providing you any value. So hopefully that is informative and somewhat useful, and maybe gives you some tools to help yourself out. If you did find it useful, again, I'd definitely appreciate any feedback you could give. Obviously, this is what I do for a living. So if you're looking to, if you don't want to do any of this yourself, you want to get help still, I'm here to assist if that is what you're looking for. So with that, I will let you go. Thank you for watching if you did, and have a good rest of your day. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.